lessons that you draw from Dragons Den, sitting in that chair over all those years and assessing, the dreams and aspirations and business models of entrepreneurs? What still rings true to you about those days?
Well, let me start with when I joined the show. It was in the early days of taking
off,
and I was fortunate to be there. Season 3 had 1 million viewers, season 4 1.5 million, season 5 2 to 2.5 million. So extraordinary success in the context of Canadian television, not just reality TV. Hockey Night in Canada was happy, had 1 million viewers, and here we were at 2 million with a group of
sensational,
irascible characters doing what they do. Now, lots of criticisms of the show in terms of how it treated entrepreneurs. Sure. There was no guarantee that deals would get done. There was dragons who'd say, "I'll only invest in you if I have 51% of your company." Well, think about how many entrepreneurs would show up hoping to give up control of their company. Well, none. So it was a goofy comment by a misguided entrepreneur, the dragon, and it was done to get past the fact that they weren't going to make an investment.
Yeah. It was a good way of turning them down.
So they'd say, I'm not going to invest in you because you don't have. The other one that I always got a kick out of is, I'm not going to invest in you because you have no sales.
Yeah.
Well, in my own experience, startups
don't have sales.
Have no sales. That's kind of how it's.
Is that how it works?
And so to criticize the pitch because they have no sales and imply you should come back. Well, there is no comeback. There is no return visit on Dragons Den. And then there was a dragon who often offered air miles in exchange for equity.
I remember.
And I don't have a bank that'll take air miles to pay my mortgages.
Yeah.
So, again, it was story.
Yeah.
It was television. Now, as much as I criticize those, let me say that Dragons Den did more, and the group I worked with absolutely loved. I'm still in regular touch with True Living and Robert and Kevin, and I've since close friends with Bruce Croxon and Michelle Romano at school with my daughter, and
that's awesome.
On and on and on. There's lots of overlap. Wickerly, all of them.
Yeah. There's a little club there,
and I admire all of them. But what I really celebrate about the fact that Dragons Den, now going into probably its 15th year, has done more to excite the conversation about entrepreneurship.
Sure.
And it goes back to the 3 things we should study: marketing, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. Well, the study of Dragons Den is the study of entrepreneurship. Some stupid questions by dragons, some stupid answers by people on the show. But remember, this is edited to make television. It's not edited for business purposes. It's edited for television purposes. So again, I celebrate the show as much as anyone can for raising the platform. I've heard of Dragons Den pitches in law schools. I've heard of it in accounting. Sure. I've heard of it in engineering. So the platform and the concept of having a pitch and having someday you too will be an entrepreneur. And I remember kids saying, I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a dragon. But again, they've set goals and ambitions and dreams. So no, I can criticize the show for some of the nuances of the editing, but I celebrate the show for what it did in terms of raising the profile. I get recognized a little bit or a lot as I go around Canada. And in fact, one of my fun moments is traveling the world as Canadians come up.
Okay.
And it's happened offshore Finland. It's happened in Brisbane. It's happened in the south coast of Africa when I was shark cage diving with a couple of people from Colombia who happened to be doing their masters in engineering at a place called the University of Toronto. So connections and overlaps in so many ways. And it's been a great connector. And I think the other thing is that the dragons generally, I've heard this from most of them, find that people feel they're very approachable because they're not celebrities with a guitar. They're not celebrities with a hockey stick or a baseball bat. They're just approachable business people. And so the result is all of us have ended up with a wonderful following in terms of conversation. I use my platform to provoke, and there's a few haters, cave dwellers that attack. That's fine. They got to have something to do with their lives. I get it. But for the most part, all of the dragons have gone on to do public speaking, books, other activity, but all of it in support of the world of entrepreneurship.